Hello, welcome back to my second video 2 of intuitive body movement, body flow. Oh, I'm clearing a lot already. So I'm actually starting on my mat as always, but with a towel, or you can use a cushion, just propped up under my hips. So I'll just tilt the camera forward so you can see. So I'm just sitting here just to start with. You might be able to see just there. So I have my left foot in front, which is generally where I start. So again, you may choose which leg is comfortable to be in the front. Or if you need to just butterfly your legs out, you can do that as well. Whatever's easier and whatever feels right for you to start with. So just as we ease into it. So, but yes, I highly recommend to change legs to what your dominant leg in front is, just to mix it up and give your body just a bit of a balance. Okay, so I'm going to start taking a few nice deep breaths right into your body and really feeling your hips sinking into the mat and opening up. So let's take a deep breath in. Oh, and letting it all go. So on this last round of inhale, exhale that I just did, I felt my hands wanting to move up and down my thighs to my knee, from my thigh to my knee. So just back and forth, up and down, just gently touching myself on my upper legs, giving them some love. And I also felt to open my jaw on that exhale and let out a nice, beautiful, big sigh. And just rolling your head and your neck to release the tension you've held on to through the day. And your shoulders too. Just starting to bring some movement and flow back into your upper body. And allowing a release in areas that you have not been as aware of today. Oh, big release. So remembering that anything goes here. This space is a safe space. Very safe space for you just to be and let loose and set your body free. So just doing some gentle sways, still running my hands up and down my legs here, which is really beautiful. I'm actually coming right up into the back of my thighs, just moving my shoulders, dancing with the energy of my breath and my body and the movement. It's like I have my own music playing in my head. Just breathing. Okay, and when you feel like you've moved enough, here you may come back to a nice centered position. Take a deep breath in, hands on your knees. Stillness and exhale. Now we're going to scoop up the energy with our hands. So we're going to scoop up the energy on the sides of our body, scooping it up from the beautiful Mother Earth up into the sky, raising your hands right up. Opening your chest and your heart, head goes back, just looking up to the sky, looking up to your hands where they meet. Deep breath in, really extending, lifting through your spine so it's spreading out, and just extending back. See if we can go back a little bit. Eyes open. And exhale, bring your hands down the center line of your body. And I turn them and I come right down and I bring them out. We're going to scoop up again. Second one. Really elongating your spine here. Bringing it in. So we're actually scooping up this beautiful energy from the earth, from the sky, from the universe, and we're bringing it into our body, receiving, 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 being open to receiving. Open up your chest as your hands come down past your heart center. I am worthy. I am lovable. That's it. And again, just going at your own pace here. Doing that as many times as you feel the need to. Love this. Just opening up to receiving the energy, receiving the energy. So scooping it up from around you. Giving thanks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now, bringing your hands down just in front of your pelvis, your reproductive organs, and just placing your hands just down in your on your pelvis, even over the top of your yoni. That's fine. Like just placing them wherever feels comfortable for you. Just gently touching your womb space, your body. Releasing what needs to be released. Breathing. Opening up your chest, rolling your shoulders gently backwards. And now, my next favourite part is we're going to be giving back. So now I've put my hands just on my hips and I'm just doing some gentle rocks from side to side. Just, you'll feel it all in your centre midline here. Gentle. Deep breaths as you go, and just relax your shoulders. Relax your jaw. Opening up your hips. Softening into the mat. Clearing a lot. Deep breath. Oh, that's the way. Oh. Yeah. Find your center again. Come back to stillness just with the breaths. Inhale. Through the nose, filling up right down into the belly, filling up the ribs, filling up the chest. Slow, deep breaths, and then the exhale back down the same way you came. So letting it out over the chest, ribs, belly, squeezing every last bit of carbon dioxide out. Inhale. Exhale through your mouth. Letting out whatever sounds need to come out. Opening your jaw. Bringing your breath back to just a normal, comfortable breath. Just taking a few moments here. Feel your body. And thanks. Allow yourself to feel what you've just received. All that beautiful divine energy. Now we can give back. So we're going to bring the energy up from our own self, from within ourselves, so from our creative womb space here. Bring it up, so hands together up to the heart. Oh, beautiful heart energy. I'm going to give back to the inhale, straight up, looking up, and then exhale. Giving out now, giving back. Feel how that feels to give now. Scooping the energy up through your body. Deep within you, and then giving back out. This is the constant flow of giving, receiving, receiving and giving. We are one with our divine environment. So we give back, we take care of ourselves and our environment. Okay, so now I'm just bringing the flow of energy through my hands, and in my body could feel that generating as I was giving back. So now I'm just feeling that energy through myself, just gently circling the hands, moving the body. Beautiful. Breathing. Put your hands back on your knees. Find your center. Take a moment here. If you feel like you need to give a little bit more, feel free to do that. You can take a few more breaths, bringing that energy up through your center and giving back out to the earth. Now we're going to bring our knees up together with our feet flat in front of us. And you're going to open your arms out wide, and you're going to bring your feet and your heels in as close to your body as you can, and you're just going to give yourself a beautiful big hug. Hug your knees. Turn your head to the left. Gentle rocking, feel your spine open up at the back. Give it a little wiggle here if you need to. Gentle movements. You can bring your face to the front. However you feel guided and called to in your body, intuitively move. Oh, really giving yourself that beautiful hug. Beautiful, beautiful hug. Really stretching out your shoulder blades. And rock forward and back here. Massaging your buttocks onto your towel. Feels really good. Now, so as I'm doing this, I'm actually just pointing my toes flat and point. That helps. So raising my heels off the mat. Deep breath in, slow the breath down, and turn your head to the right and hug yourself gently. Giving yourself love. Self-love, self-care here. Nurturing yourself means that we nurture others, and vice versa. Taking care of ourselves first. Otherwise we cannot give what we need to others. Letting it out in a sigh so you can lift your head up. Breathing in and releasing your jaw. Feeling your face relax to a gentle smile here if you need to. It's a very peaceful place right now, finding that inner peace. Okay, and now we're just going to gently shake our hands out a little bit. I'm going to stretch our legs out in front of you. You see my twinkle toes? Give them a twinkle, and you're just going to shake your legs. So shaking. Shake, 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 shake. Yeah, wobble, wobble, wobble. Woo! Wobble it. Oh, yeah. So just resting my palms beside my body here to support myself. So you can put them behind you if you want to lean back a little bit. Open up your chest while you're shaking these beautiful legs out. Oh, strong legs that carry you. Oh. Yep, so now I'm just gently flexing my toes back, so sitting up nice and tall, long straight spine. I'm flexing my toes back and gently pointing back and gently pointing. And I'm just going to run my hands from the tops of my thighs down over my knees, just letting the feet be just very normal, like straight up. And I'm running my hands all the way down my legs, up and down to my toes, over the bottoms of my feet if you can reach. If not, that's okay, or you can bend your knees if you need to. You don't have to have flat knees. Whatever feels comfortable for you for your lower back, so you can raise your knees up and do this as well. So we're just giving our feet and our ankles and our calves and shins, the front of our knees, the backs of our knees. We're really just scanning our body physically with our hands. We're just running over our beautiful legs, your inner thighs. You can turn your knees out, up into your hips. We're just really, feeling our beautiful, beautiful legs right now. That's the way. Just a couple more times here, a couple more breaths. Really allow yourself the opportunity to connect with your legs and your feet. And I've just turned my legs out and my feet so I can actually reach my heels. Touching my heels. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Beautiful. Alright, so just bring your feet to a comfortable position, whether it's cross-legged or however you need, and just giving yourself another sway, because now we are going to move onto our feet. So you do this every motion, every movement you make in your body. Just have that conscious awareness and be nice and gentle with yourself. So whether you need to come onto your side, like bring your feet over, sitting like a mermaid, come onto your side. So we get into all fours here. You can move your towel out the way, or your bolster if you have one. Okay. We're just going to take a moment here before we get up to bring our toes, tuck them under, and you want to get all 5 of your toes under. So I will see if I can just gently move this so you can see. So I'm going to tuck my toes, even if you have to move them to the side, to make sure that you get all 10 of your toes actually, 5 on each foot, tucked under so that they're like this. So this is can be a bit of a painful position, so just go easy. Breathing and sitting back. So we're actually getting into areas that we usually don't stretch this way. We don't stand on our toes as often and feel into those little pads of our feet. So we are just going to give them a little bit of love and gentle massage. Beautiful. If you need to support yourself, if it's too painful, like I'm just doing now, I'm using my hands to support while I'm bending my toes, flexing my toes, bending them underneath. That makes sense. And now we're going to do some gentle rocks. You bring your knees up and down to the mat. Up, down to the mat, nice and gentle on your knees. If you need to put a towel under your knees, you can do that as well. Just really easy on your knees, don't bump them down, just nice and easy rocks. Okay, great. Now, when you're ready, you can rock forward one more time and then rock back, and then just come into a little squat position here with your feet flat and your knees apart, and just bring your hands into prayer position by your heart. That's the way. And so I'll just do a gentle little lift up of my booty, just to, my skin was sticking together. It's quite warm in here. And we're just going to allow our hips to sink down into the mat. Sink down. You don't have to touch the mat. I'm not touching the mat. We're just letting our hips relax and open here, and just letting our feet be flat on the ground, toes evenly distributed onto the mat, and just holding ourselves here for a moment. A few deep breaths. Each inhale, fill up your belly, let it all hang out loose. Expand your ribs. Releasing them. I'm doing some gentle forward rocks here. You can be still. If you feel you need to be still, you may be still and just breathe. And now placing our hands on the mat, we're going to slowly, slowly, slowly come up. So first of all, I want you to put your booty in the air, keeping your knees bent so that it doesn't hurt too much. So bend your knees as much as you need to, okay? So you're supporting yourself. And I want you to bring your legs hip width distance apart, or even a bit wider if you need extra support, okay? Deep breath in. Just pedaling your legs a little bit, allowing your body to do what it needs to do. If you're feeling any tension anywhere, just breathe into it. Send it some love, release and let go. And now you're going to stop pedaling, keep your knees bent, and you're going to, if you can do this, which you can, make sure your knees are bent enough. You're going to lift your hands up and you're going to grab your either elbow, and you're just going to let your head hang nice and low, knees bent. And sway if you need to sway with the movement, the motion of your body, or you can just hang. So let your spine be nice and loose, your neck, your head be nice and loose here. Come up a little bit if you need to. Take a deep breath in, widen your toes and your feet. You might feel some tingles up your legs, that's okay. Pedal them again if you need to. You need to shift the energy. Deep breath in. Allow the blood to go to your head. And just do some gentle nods, yes and no. Now drop your hands, let them hang, and we're going to roll very, very slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Up, up, up. I will just move back so if you can see me here. Coming all the way up to a standing, one vertebrae at a time. Now I had tingles all up my feet and my legs. Coming up then, so I had tingles all the way up, and then when I got to a standing, they stopped. So now we do not lock our knees, alright, just keep them slightly loose. And just feel your body at the moment, okay? So I'm just going to move this camera slightly so you can see. Hello. Thank you, bear with me. Okay. So now we're just going to stand nice tall mountain pose it is. So feet hip width distance apart. Toes spread out flat on the ground. Now when I've done yoga, this is called mountain pose, but this is my version. I am by no means a yoga instructor, so this is not yoga, as you know. This is just intuitive body movement, but I've done a lot of different modalities. I've done a lot of yoga, so but I just do how my body feels to move, very gently. So yes, so we're going to bring one hand to our navel, one hand to our heart space, the upper heart chakra here. Breathing, just gently swaying, lifting, shifting the weight from one foot to the other. Letting out some sound if you need to. And I'm just going to do, I'm feeling some gentle sways here. So now we're going to start swaying our hips a little bit. Breathing. Feeling a beautiful belly. Beautiful hips. And round to your back. It's safe from here. Give it a little massage. A lot of body touch at the moment. Loving myself up. Love yourself up. Breathing, allowing the mind to release any thoughts that pop up. Just let them go as they come. Beautiful. This is really good. So now, just doing some gentle sways. And go deeper if you need. Really feel your hips loosening and opening. You can move your hands anywhere you need to over your body. Perhaps touch areas that haven't been touched in a while that you feel need a little bit of extra attention. So I'm feeling now to just do some little gentle side stretches here. So we're going to, just like this, you're going to move your hands, opposite hands up and down, stretching out the sides of your body, remembering to keep the knees soft and not locked. Let your head hang from side to side. I'm going to bring my hand right up over my head this time. So the hand comes up from the side of the body, up over. So I'm resting the other hand on my knee. And I'm just stretching out over, just opening up the chest a bit. Exhale, bringing the hand out to the side. So this is the motion that we've moved into. Looking up, gentle smile. Looking up, see if you can look up to your hand as you do that. So it's just gently turning your head. Opening it out. Oh, that's a pretty deep, intense stretch. So just if you need to, bring it back to a sway. Beautiful. Now we're going to bring our feet together. Spreading, I'm doing this because I'm spreading my toes out like this onto the mat. You want to distribute your weight evenly throughout your feet, keeping your knees not locked. A little bit loose, but nice and tall, straight spine. Shoulders relax, so give them a little circle if you need. Down and relax. If you're feeling some tension in your neck like I am right here, take this moment to allow yourself to let go of that tension. Tilt your head to the side that it's tense on and breathe into it. Beautiful. Now we are going to open up our palms and we're going to gently bring our hands right up the sides of our body, reaching up, looking up to the sky. Bringing your hands together, nice tall. So bring your inner arms into your ears as much as you can. Now I've got these headphones on, so I can't squeeze them too much, but you can. So you want to really elongate your spine here and straight arms as much as you can. On the exhale, we're going to gently bend your knees and swan dive down. So you want to keep your spine long as you come down. Bend your knees as much as you can and touch the ground. Just let your head hang. Breathing in and out. Now on the next inhale, you're going to just come halfway up so your back is flat. So you can have your hands on your knees if you need to. So So I don't know if you can see that my back is wanting back to be flat. I'll just turn to the side. Breathing in, looking ahead, straight spine. Exhale, folding forward again. Folding, bending from your hips. So you want to bend from your hips. Touching the ground. Pedal your legs if you need to. Releasing. Beautiful, beautiful. And now, I'm just going to move back to the front. We're going to just gently walk out, bending our knees, lowering our body. We're going to walk our hands to the front and our legs back. So we're in a bit of a plank position. Now you can do what I'm doing here, which is moving my bum up and down, my lower body, for a little bit and pedaling your knees. You want to keep your feet hip width distance apart, and same with your palms and your hands, so shoulder width apart. Okay. Now come into a plank position, so have a nice flat back as much as you can, and just gently lower down. So I'm just going to move the camera so you can see me here. Excuse me, bear with me. So we're going to bend our elbows, gently lowering down. Now just go, now if you need to, actually here, we're going to lower our knees. Okay, we're going to lower our knees to the mat. So we want to be gentle on our knees. So if you need to just take a pause here and grab a towel and put it under your knees, you can do that. You can pause at any time you need to. Okay, it's all very flowy here. Alright, so my knees are on the ground now, and I'm going to gently lower my upper body. So elbows, down, lower my chest to the ground, That's it. So I'm flat, and then I spread out so I'm flat, and I'm laying, my belly's touching the mat. Put your head to the side. Again, I have my headphones on, so it's a little bit tricky, this position for me, but you can relax your face. Take a deep breath here, in, out. And now on this inhale, you're going to gently, pushing your palms of your hands up, just raising up gently, looking forward. Keeping your hips flat into the ground. And release and turn to the other side. The other side. So release. I'm just going to face this way while I'm talking to you. But lower down and face, put your right cheek onto the mat. And take a few deep breaths here. Beautiful. Nice deep breaths here. Excellent. Now when you are ready, take a nice deep breath, and you want to bring your, tuck your feet under, so tuck your toes under. Yeah, and we're going to push off the palms of your hands, push back onto your knees, and this time we're going to go into a downward dog. So we're going to use our feet and push our bottom up into the air as far as we can go, pushing through the palms of your hands, especially this part in between your thumb and your forefinger, really pushing in there. And you want to get your chest down and your bum, your hips high in the air, keeping your knees bent slightly until you're ready to straighten them and stretch out your hamstrings. But you want to make sure that you're getting your hips high in the air and that you don't lock your elbows either. And just gently turn your armpits inwards, if that makes sense, so that you get that stretch a bit deeper. Looking back to your thighs, between your thighs. Now, my heels are not on the ground yet, but if you can lower your heels to the mat, that would be wonderful. Only if you can. Do not push yourself further than you need to. You know where you need to go. I'm pedaling my legs here. Pedal. And I'm going to straighten my legs as much as I can. Feel that stretch. Take a few deep breaths here. And we're going to gently come down onto our knees again. To all fours, beautiful. Now go on to all fours. Just going to take a few breaths here. So bring your hands in a little bit more if you need to, so that your wrists are under your shoulders. We're going to do a few little side bends here in our fours position. So I'm just swaying my hips from side to side. So if my hip's coming out, I'm going to just gently look back at that hip and do the other side. Oh, clear. Releasing. Do a few head circles here too. And the other way. Beautiful. And so here I just want you to do some pelvic circles too. Other way as well. Letting the belly hang low. Relaxing your stomach muscles. Beautiful, beautiful. Alright, so now we're going to just come back into, I'm just going to turn around this way because of the way that the camera's facing. So after we've done these beautiful pelvic circles with your gorgeous pelvis, you're going to just gently come back onto your knees, bring your bum to your heels, and you're going to stretch your hands forward into a child's pose. Third eye to the mat. Resting your elbows, resting your wrists. My knees are wide apart so that my stomach and my chest can really expand out to the earth. Deep, slow breath here. Beautiful. Now when you're ready, you can walk your hands up. And we're going to move into a bit of a lunge position. So I'm going to start with my left foot forward. So from here, I'm going to come up onto my knees and I'm going to just gently bring my left leg forward. I'm going to tuck my right toes under. So supporting yourself with the palms of your hand. Now the idea with the lunge is, as you well already know, is not to let your knee come over your ankle. So you want to just spread your toes out evenly at the front toes. So distributing that weight evenly, and you want to tuck your back foot toes under, and you're just going to gently push and straighten that back leg and just lunge forward. So you want to really like squeezing your thighs together here, so your legs are doing the work here. It's quite a good workout with your legs, so that your fingertips are just resting, so that the pressure and the weight is not all on your hands and wrists. It's your legs using it. So just into a lunge here. See how well you can do that. Just elongate your spine, chest up, looking forward, taking some nice deep breath. Bring your knee down if you need to, your back knee. We're going to raise our hands up. Bring your back knee down, so your knees down, toes tucked under. Bring your hands straight up, parallel to the sky. You're going to just sink your hips forward, sink your hips down. Again, just be mindful not to let your knee go over your ankle. Chest up, chest open. Really focus on that spine being elongated. fall. So your coccyx goes straight down. Squeezing those thighs together. Bringing your hands back down. If you can just gently straighten that front leg and come back. Move your bum back onto your back heel. Straighten that leg and flex your toes back, as you can just see my little toes here. Oh. Now, if it's hurting your back toes, you can actually just bring your foot flat. So we go into a back, stretching back of your calves, your hammy, and this beautiful leg. And then I've just brought my opposite hand to my toes here, gently. Really deep stretch, beautiful. And then I'm going to just release that hand and push up again and bring this left leg back into the sitting position. Put your hands to your knees, take a moment here. Just loosen your shoulders and your neck. We're going to move into the other side now. Putting my palms flat on the ground, I'm going to bring my right leg forward. Okay. I'm going to tuck my back toes under. That's it. I'm going to come up, nice straight spine. And just not too much pressure on your fingertips, really pushing up. I mean, I've got a little bit of pressure on my fingertips, don't get me wrong, but you're not putting all your weight on your wrists and in your palms. So you want to use your feet to really, your legs to push you up here. It's a strong posture. So again, being mindful that your right knee is not going over your right ankle, and then you're just going to push up and straighten. This side's, one side will be stronger, this side feels a lot stronger actually. So I'm just focusing on squeezing my thighs together to help me push up and balance. So you can sink your hips a bit deeper. You don't need to have your fingers touching the ground, but if you need that extra support, or if you feel wobbly, you can. That's totally, absolutely perfect. Yeah, and see again, because it's intuitive body flow, like I'm just feeling to do some genital pulses here. So now I have my fingertips on the ground, the pads of my fingers, and I'm using them to help support me, but I'm also pushing through in my legs a lot. Now I'm going to bring my back knee down, and I'm going to bring my hands up forward, parallel up to the sky, and let my toes come out, so the top of my back foot's just resting. I'm going to sink my hips down a bit lower. Now again, I'm feeling a little bit of twinging in my lower back, so you can come, like I've just sort of pushed out of it a little bit till I find that sweet spot. There we go. So spreading my front toes on the mat. Focusing on opening up my chest here. And bringing myself back down. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So it's quite strong actually. I'm going to straighten this leg. I'm just going to come down into my back heel. So I've actually tucked my toes under again on that back one, just to get a little bit of a deeper stretch. I'm going to do opposite hand again. You can do same hand, same leg if that feels right as well. Now I'm going to release my back toes, and I'm going to sit into it a bit more. Really feeling your body. Deep breaths. Beautiful. Okay. And again, gently lifting yourself back up to bring your leg back. I'm going to take a moment here just to go back down into child's pose. So resting your bum back onto your heels and just walking your hands right out wide in front of you. Just resting. I'm just going to open my knees a bit to let my front of my body get closer to the ground, the earth. I love doing that, but you don't have to. You can keep your knees close together if you want. And we're going to just rest our third eye onto the mat and take some deep breaths. Shut down your eyes. Oh, big releases here. Just allow yourself to breathe and feel what your body has just done. If you're holding any tension in certain areas of your body, I want you to scan your body and just find those spots where there's tension. Breathe into them and relax and let go on that exhale. This is your time, to your space to connect with your beautiful temple, the sacred home that carries you through this life. This is really nice right now, so you can either stay laying and breathing and meditating in child's pose for a bit, or you can come up to your resting on your forearms, that's what I need to call it, forearms, elbows, and just swaying from side to side. Loving yourself. Because my, oh my, what a divine, sensuous being you are. I'm so blessed to be here. What a space. And this is what we are doing right now, is creating more space in our body. Open up. Raise your arms. Bring it down into your heart center. Oh. Give yourself a nice, big, beautiful hug. Now on this hug, see now what I do here is when I hug myself, I just do a little contract or just expand instead of contraction. It's more just expanding my back now. Opening up my back. Chin down, chin to chest. Oh, see if you can stretch it. See how far back you can stretch your fingers and give yourself a little massage in your shoulder blades. The beautiful wings where they come out. Oh, let's hit some circles here. Oh, and back the other way. If you can't get them all the way around, that's fine. Like some people have beautiful big boobies. Give those babies some hugs and love. Gorgeous. Okay, now. Now you're going to come up. So I'm going to turn to face you right now. We're going to gently come up with our feet together. And we're going to bring our bottom to the air. So keeping your knees bent as you bring your bottom to the air. And we're going to let your head hang again. Really fold from the hips. So you want to fold from the hips and get your chest down to the ground as much as you can. So you're not arched so much. You want to just do your best to stretch out your chest. Bring your chest to the ground in this position. Bending your elbows, light hands, no pressure on your hands. Bring it through your legs and your feet, feeling that beautiful energy, distributing your feet and your toes evenly across the mat. I'm just putting my hands on my feet right now, just gently touching the tops of my foot chakras, opening them up. Mother Earth energy, Mother Sea. Oh, breathing deeply. Gentle circles or swaying your hips and pedaling your legs. Bring your hips up and down for a little bit. Get those nice waves flowing. And then find your balance and your stillness. Keeping your knees soft, so not locked, but allowing your upper body, your neck, your head to hang loose and your hips to go up into the air. This can be challenging, so again, adjust your body as you need to, but very slowly and easily. Always listening to your body, tuning into what your body needs. Again, do some gentle yes, yeses, yeses with your head. Yes, yes, please. Universe, I am abundant in all that I need to flourish, to shine, optimal health, happiness, wellness, peace. And gentle no's. No, no, no. No to the negativity. No to the haters. Deep breath in. Now on the next inhale, you're going to come halfway up again like we did before. Flat back, looking forward in a smile. And fold forward again, exhale. And now gently, slowly, rising one vertebrae at a time up into a standing position. Now I know you can't see my head right now. I'll just move and slightly tilt the camera upwards for you. Hello. So again, shoulders back and down, relaxed. Your head should be moved back, so your chest is what is leading the way. Your heart is leading the way. Palms open. Imagine that you are being pulled by a beautiful golden thread from the heavens through your crown chakra, pulling and just stretching all your beautiful vertebrae out, creating more space and room to move in your body. And now allow your body just to move and dance here. Just allow yourself to move, spread out wider, however you choose. Good. You need no music. You are the music. Life is your symphony orchestra, and you are dancing and playing. Good. Feeling the energy, allowing yourself to move. So I'm just gently swaying from side to side, shifting the weight in my feet, as you can see. Very easy. So sway your hips, move your shoulders, circle your wrists. And tap your toes if you need to. Dance your feet. Just breathe and flow. Start to accentuate here. Really accentuate your hips. Dipping, opening, moving them. There is no right or wrong. Your body always knows. Feel sexy. Feel beautiful. allow yourself to feel whatever it is you need to feel. Hold yourself, rock yourself, nurture and touch yourself. Moving your hair. Wow, strand of hair. Shedding. Anything goes here. So arms, bringing your arms up into the sky. Reaching and stretching. Big circles. I've brought my legs together now. You can do that too. Bring your noses in. Oh. Beautiful. Now we're just going to calm ourselves back down when you're ready. So I'm coming back down to it. It's nice and slowly. Just, if you need to dance for a few more minutes, or sway or whatever it is you're doing. I'm just down on my knees and I'm going to come back down into a seated sitting position. So you may, if you want to, lay on your back into what they call in yoga is corpse pose, Shavasana, which is where you just lay yourself gently down on your mat on the back and allow your feet and legs to fall out to the side, palms facing up, or placing one hand on heart, one hand on tummy, as I'm doing right here, or you can sit. So I've placed my towel. Sorry, I went a bit quiet then. I placed my towel back under my hips to raise my hips a little bit because it's just nicer on my hips today, a bit gentler because I have a sore lower back. And I don't have my legs stacked on top of each other. I've just got one in front of the other. I've popped my hands on my knees again now, but you can, wherever you feel comfortable to place your hands, whether it's the open palms up on your knees or just touching your knees. Even if you still want to gently rub your hands up and down your legs, you can do that. You may do whatever. Touching your feet, you may just leave them still, one on your heart and one on your belly. And we're going to take 8 nice, slow, deep breaths here. Really feeling where there's tension in your body and relaxing your shoulders and neck. Relax your hips, let them melt into that mat. Open. For abundance, I'm going into my 5th inhale. Just gently rubbing my belly as well. I'm feeling some tones, some humming coming through. So on your next 3 exhalations, after the inhalations, on your next 3 exhalations, you may make some tones come out. So just like this, just do a hum. to normal, and you may just gently open your eyes. Place your hands in your lap. Take a moment here. To give gratitude to yourself for taking this time, and thank you for allowing me to take you through that beautiful intuitive body flow movement. I never quite know how it's going to come out or what sounds I'm going to make, and it's good to allow yourself to laugh at yourself and be silly, you know, because laughter is really the best medicine. And loving your beautiful self up. So that is all for now, and I will see you for the next video. Have a blessed day as you are.